Hey guys, welcome to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson, and I am thrilled to be bringing you guys a new series. This was generated a little bit of an impromptu collaboration between Adam and me, but it's how to win. What does it take? We're going to go through a lot of steps of what it really means to be competitive, and especially in a sport where it's almost kind of like a bloodlust gladiator type thing, Adam, where one person wins. You know, if you're going in for a show, a title, a pro card, a pro title, it's not like you can say, well, I got 32nd place, yay me. Most of us go into this because we want to win at some level. So the first thing I think about, especially as I interview new clients who may be getting into the game for the first time, why are you here? You know, what does this really mean to you? What do you think you want to accomplish? And it made me go back to the whole YouTube video sensation Simon Sinek, who made famous the phrase, you know, what is your why? Know your why. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, Adam. When somebody comes to you and they have that burning passion to jump in the sport, they want to win, and how do you approach this whole topic with them?
Yeah, I had a great phone call actually Sunday night with a young lady. She had been a CrossFitter for a very long time. And, you know, she was a competitive CrossFitter, but she said, my physique has never looked how I've wanted it to look. So she wanted to focus on the aesthetic side of it, which I think is great. So her why was, now this has become, I've done competitions and I want this to be about how I look. So one of the best things I told her is, well, you've done CrossFit, which is basically being chewed up and spit out every workout that you could ever imagine. And then you get a pat on the back and DOMS for 4 days. And I said, this might be a little more exciting because there is a lot of reward of just wearing a new aesthetic physique 24/7. And then also getting on stage, getting a trophy, getting some personal recognition, and actually being in a mindset where you can enjoy it, because it definitely takes a different breed to, do CrossFit. The struggle with that is now she's going on something performance-based to subjective-based. So I really had to explain the difference of that there can be disappointments and we might not win based on subjectivity. And, you know, there's nothing we can do about that until we go to the next show. And she was very open to this. So her why was about how she looks. And I thought that would be a really great starting point for her, was to jump into bikini. She was looking to do figure, but I said bikini is probably going to be your best option since you just haven't trained this way yet.
You know, it makes me think all the way back to when I started, and I didn't know my why. You know, I can look back and say, well, it was because I was very unathletic and overweight as a kid. And so for me, it was literally self-worth. It was to recreate myself. And so I had to create some new whys along the way, which we're going to talk about. We're going to get into a lot of different things. But at least at a young age, it gave me something very competitive as well. You know, a lot of people look at the bad parts of this sport, which there are very rigorous things that can push people into a corner they don't belong in. But then there are also some phenomenal things where you learn discipline and perseverance and patience and all of that kind of thing, the hard work, the ethic that it takes. So all of that was great and formative for me, but I also had some competitive aspirations. I wanted to win, and in that first contest that I didn't win, you know, it just made me go back and work even harder to improve and improve and improve. And if there's one thing that you could tell people now after your entire career as a competitor and a coach, that you want to keep the passion of winning right there, but how do you make sure they can focus on that for all the right reasons?
Yeah, I think writing it down is key, because me and Corey just talked about this. When you're in prep, you kind of become a different person to some degree because the hormones are shifting. And if you write that down, it's like being able to go back to that person for a minute and write down your reasons why you want to compete. And if you see yourself falling off of those as you change as a person, it's good to glance back and just kind of reevaluate and kind of mentally check yourself and say, okay, I've been acting this way and that really isn't my purpose in doing this. So you can kind of rewind and reset yourself a bit.
It's a really good idea just to write that down, because you will evolve. And those are some of the things we're going to talk about next, guys. So stay with us in Contest Prep University. We're going to come back and go through all the different facets that you need to know to win.